Welcome to BackToKidAgain.com. On our channel, we take you back to the magical world of your childhood, where you can once again meet legendary characters such as Thoshsan, Tamcam, and many others. Before watching the video, we kindly invite you to support our channel. As sponsor, Mr. Calvin Ha Fan, a licensed life insurance specialist. Are you looking for a solid financial protection solution for your family and future? Let Calvin Ha Fan, a life insurance expert with many years of experience, help you find the most suitable protection plan. He provides dedicated and professional consultations for all ages and supports life insurance policy setup across all 50 U.S. states. Calvin Ha Fan has life insurance licenses: California Life Insurance License Number 0K94959, Texas Life Insurance License Number 3062871, Louisiana Life Insurance License Number 1205937. Call now at 71-325-34509 for a free consultation.
The Legend of the Thorny Palm Tree. A folk tale of the Dao people. You are watching and listening to stories from BackToKidAgain.com. Long ago, no one knew exactly when, all creatures on Earth could talk to one another. At that time, 7 beings were very close friends: the tiger, the bear, the civet, the stag, the deer, and humans. Although they were friends, each believed they were superior to the others. None of them respected the other's talents. They were always looking for ways to show off their abilities. One day, the tiger, feeling strong and powerful, arrogantly said, "Everyone knows that I am the ruler of the forest and mountains. Have you ever heard my roar? You must be terrified of it." The other 6 friends replied, "Why would we be afraid? All you do is roar. What can you actually do? We're not scared." The tiger became angry, jumped into the forest, and let out a thunderous roar. Then it returned and asked, "Did you hear that? When I roared, the forest trees twisted and cracked. Isn't that frightening?" But the 6 friends calmly shook their heads without showing any fear. The bear slowly stepped forward and said, "That was nothing. My voice is much more powerful. You all know that when people mention a bear, everyone respects it. I can bite through the toughest plants. I can climb the tallest trees, even when thousands of bees attack me while I break their hive to eat honey. I'm not afraid. Are you afraid of me?" The others replied with scorn, "If the tigers roar, which can shake leaves from trees, doesn't scare us, how could your voice compare?" "Fine, you'll see," thought the bear. It eagerly ran into the forest. From deep inside came loud crashing sounds. But when it returned and asked, the others still showed no fear. The bear stuck out its tongue and scratched the ground, feeling embarrassed and sad. The civet saw that the 2 friends had failed. Being naturally restless, it jumped forward and said, "I may be smaller, but my cry is sharp enough to pierce your ears. Just wait and hear it." The friends burst into laughter. "You're tiny, even smaller than the tiger and bear. No one has ever taken you seriously. Why waste your breath shouting?" The civet slipped into the bushes and cried, "Eek, eek." Then it quickly peeked out and asked, "Are you scared? Are you?" But the others laughed even louder. The civet sat down, licking its paw in embarrassment. Next, the deer stepped forward proudly and said, "I am tall, I have antlers, and I run as fast as the wind. Are you afraid of me?" The others answered, "No." The deer dashed down the mountain, calling out several times, then returned and asked again. The others replied, "Not scared, your voice sounds pleasant." Then the stag wagged its short tail and said, "I am light and agile like a squirrel. I can leap 6 or 7 strides in a single jump. Are you afraid of me?" The others scoffed, "We are big and strong, and no one fears us. Why would anyone fear someone as small as you?" The stag ran down the mountain, calling loudly, then returned and asked again. The others said, "You sing beautifully, sing some more." Finally, it was the human's turn. The human asked, "Are you afraid of humans?" The others replied. You are not as fierce as the tiger, not as cruel as the bear, not as mischievous as the civet, and not as fast as the deer or stag. You are just a human. How strong could you be? Why would we fear you? The human said nothing. Calmly, he walked into the forest, struck stones together, and sparks flashed like lightning. He called out. Did you see that? Have you seen human skill? The others shouted. That happens during rainstorms all the time. What's so special about that? The human struck the stones again, lighting dry leaves. The flames burst into life and quickly spread everywhere. The forest glowed with fire, and the crackling of burning branches terrified all the animals. They fled in all directions. The tiger leapt quickly over the flames and escaped, but its fur was slightly scorched, which is why it now has black stripes. The bear, being slower and heavier, escaped only after its entire body had been burned black, and that is why bears remain black today. The deer and stag escaped the fire, but smoke stained their fur, turning it yellowish. The civet, with its short legs, ran desperately, but wherever it turned, it saw flames. It was about to be burned alive. Luckily, while running, it encountered a palm tree. The palm tree spoke first. Where are you running to? The fire is chasing me, the civet said, trembling. Don't you see? It will reach you and burn you too. The palm tree calmly replied. I wear many layers. Even if I burn, I will not die. If you are afraid, hide under my leaves. I will shelter you. The civet quickly hid among the palm leaves as the fire swept past. When the flames were gone, the civet realized it had survived. However, the palm leaves were badly scorched and withered. Seeing this, the civet felt grateful and said, You are so kind. You saved my life while you yourself were burned. I must repay you. The civet broke off one of its teeth and stuck it into the base of the palm leaf stem, saying, Because you weakened yourself to save me, I give you my sharp tooth. It will stay with you to protect you from being harmed by others. Since you cannot move, this sharp tooth will help make you stronger. From that day on, the palm tree grew long, sharp thorns spreading out like an umbrella, shielding against rain and sun and spreading across the hills. But no creature was as clever as humans. Humans took the palm leaves and used them to cover their house roofs against sun and rain. The end.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit like to support me, share the video to spread great stories, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the latest videos. Remember to click the notification bell to get updates as soon as a new video is released. Come back to the channel often so we can explore more fascinating stories together. See you in the next video.